You know how some say that the aim of the totalitarian state is to get you to a point where you censor yourself? Well, it looks like they've done it, because we're censoring ourselves. But there's some stuff we've got to tell you, so now we're going to tiptoe around the recent revelations from Pfizer. Get ready for some tiptoeing.
Thank you for choosing Fox News.
No, here's the Fox News.
Hello there, you 6 million awakening wonders. Thanks for joining me on this voyage towards truth. If you don't follow us on Rumble yet, follow us right now. We do a live stream every single day, then we leave the videos up there on catch up. An hour of content every single day. And believe me, over there, the stuff ain't censored. It could probably do with being a bit more censored. It's absolutely bloody crazy. You'll love it. Amazing experts telling you the stuff you need to know in a somewhat sporadic and humorous way. Now let's get into today's story. Yesterday we made a fantastic video about Rob Roos's questioning of Jane Smalls, the Pfizer executive who said,
"Did we know about stopping immunisation before it's entered the market? No."
YouTube's guidelines don't allow content about COVID-19 that poses a serious risk of egregious harm. YouTube doesn't allow content that spreads medical misinformation that contradicts local health authorities, that's LHA, or the WHO, that's the World Health Organization's medical information about COVID-19. So suddenly we see that the World Health Organization are a pretty significant organization because YouTube, a private company, take their policies from the WHO and local health authorities. Okay, so if the WHO say something's true, that means it is true. YouTube do not allow you to contradict the WHO in these areas: the treatment of COVID-19, the prevention of COVID-19, the diagnosis of COVID-19, the transmission. Now that's very relevant in this instance. Obviously, to protect our channel from further strikes, if we get one more, we're banned for a week. Another one, we're off forever. I'm talking about YouTube now. On Rumble, you can watch the video we did yesterday. I'd stand by it. We deliberated for a long time about whether or not to post yesterday's video on YouTube. We looked at Dr. John Campbell's video and how he handled a comparable subject, and begrudgingly we decided not to post it because we want to protect our place on this platform and this community. It's important for us, it's important for our business, important for our movement, important for ongoing communication. Thank God we are primarily on a platform that has a no censorship policy. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, but that means that people will say crazy stuff. Well, we won't. We'll tell the truth to the best of our ability and try to present counter arguments and be honest. We made a mistake a little while ago on YouTube. I didn't think it was egregious, to use a word out of their guidelines, but we corrected it ourselves. Let's not pretend then that these platforms are neutral. They have a policy, and those policies are taken from the WHO. And I think I'm safe to say that WHO's funding comes from the American government, number one. Number two, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So if I was entirely funded by, I don't know, Haribo, I might occasionally suggest having a Haribo. However, I'm not funded by them, so I don't care if you eat any or none. They're probably not good for your teeth. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't know if that contradicts the WHO guidelines. After a lot of deliberation, we decided, no, we'll put it up on Rumble where we know it's safe, and we won't put it up on YouTube, even though that smacks of self-censorship, which I loathe. But in a way, it shows you how this stuff happens. Censorship, control, what you can say and can't say, is emerging out of peculiar communities that align themselves elsewhere with radical tolerance. It's very interesting to me. Okay, let's have a look at this video.
And I will speak in English so there are no misunderstandings.
Yeah, because you want to be careful, because if there are misunderstandings, you'll be fact-checked right out of here, Dutchman.
Was the Pfizer COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market? If not, please say it clearly. If yes, are you willing to share the data with this committee? And I really want a straight answer, yes or no, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Regarding the question around did we know about stopping immunisation before it's entered the market? No. We had to really move at the speed of science to really understand what is taking place in the market.
Speed of science, made up phrase, the market, interesting motivation. So, obviously, those are just the views of that Pfizer executive there and of the Dutch MEP Rob Roos. So I wonder what Rachel Maddow, Fauci, Joe Biden et al. Mean here.
You know, that vaccinated people do not carry the virus, don't get sick.
That the virus stops with every vaccinated person.
You want to be a dead end to the virus. So when the virus gets to you, you stop it.
You're not going to get COVID if you have
these vaccinations.
This is The Guardian, October 21st. People who are fully vaccinated against COVID yet catch the virus are just as infectious to others in their household as infected unvaccinated people, research suggests. So not that. Wait, this is a July 2021 report by Nature. Scientists who studied a big COVID-19 outbreak in Massachusetts concluded that vaccinated people who got so-called breakthrough infections carried about the same amount of the coronavirus as those who did not get the shot. So not that bit. This is the BMJ. Most papers today indicate vaccines are holding up against admission to hospital and mortality, but not so much against transmission. Okay, so why don't you review that information for yourself? I don't have an opinion on any of these subjects, at least not on this platform. You better believe I got an opinion over on Rumble. Watching that, after watching this, be like watching like a drunk person, like, I'll tell you a thing or two about yourself, your bloody wife, your mother. It's like unbelievable. It's like entering into some Valhalla of free speech. You'll love it over there. Just to let you know, my personal opinion of free speech is not free speech to be abusive or offensive to people that are different or have different lifestyles or different beliefs. I think whether you're traditional or progressive, your views are valid. If you love Trump, if you hate Trump, if you love Brexit, if you hate Brexit, you are welcome over there to express yourself freely. My personal beliefs, we should be tolerant to one another, we should engage in discourse, we should ensure that science is correctly funded, we should ensure that healthcare is motivated towards the well-being of an entire population, not towards the profits of an organisation, that the government should be open, that the media should be responsible, and all of this I can elucidate on more clearly over on Rumble. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think that YouTube's guidelines are in the service of the audience or in the service of other interests, big media, big pharma. I don't have an opinion on that. I certainly don't have an opinion on transmission. Evidently, Pfizer executive Jane Smalls does, and that Rob Roos clearly has a view as well. And on Rumble, I've got a view too. I'll see you over there. If you enjoyed this video, go see the other one on Rumble. We stream every day at these times. Turn on the notification bell in case the algorithm turns against us, because I guess we know now that the algorithm's got some pretty strong opinions. Stay free.